Right, hello, good evening, welcome, thank you for joining. What I want to do this evening is, given that Lag BaOmer, Mitzvah Hashem, is on Sunday, and there's a lot of talk around town, Friday you can take haircuts, I just want to clarify the issue, if I may. So let's, if you're listening online, please email me at j.golker@gmail.com. You've got the handout in front of you. Straightforward, easy, I think, and I hope. The starting point is the Gemara in Yevamos. This is really where it all begins. The Gemara in Yevamos, Samach Beis Amud Beis. Shneim Osor Elef Zugim Talmidim Hoyle Rabbi Kiva. Rabbi Kiva had 12,000 pairs of students, i.e. 24,000 students. Migibas Adan Tipras, from place A to place B. V'kulon Meisu B'Perek Echad, and they all died during one period of time. This is it. This is the source where it all comes from. V'hoya Ha'ilam Shomim, and the world was desolate. Nebuch, 24,000 students, the yeshiva world, effectively, of that day, was devastated. Ad Shebar Bekiva Etz Rabbi Shebedarim, that Rabbi Kiva sort of picked himself up, brushed himself down, and started over, and he went down south. V'shino lahem Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Loz ben Shammua, and he taught sort of Torah to these 5 students, and as it were, made sure that the transmission process was going to continue. And that rebuilt Torah in that period. And they all died from Pesach ad Atzeres. Now, there are different girsas exactly when they died, and there are different traditions as to when they died. The tradition is they died over a 33-day period, and exactly when that is unclear, and that's why there are different minhagim. If you look at the Kitzur, he just summarizes it and says, They died over a period of 33 days, and therefore this is a period of mourning. There are other reasons as well, but this is the standard reason. And those are the two main issues, that we don't have weddings, nor do we take haircuts. And of course, there's also music that we don't listen to as well. Now, there are different ways to calculate the 33 days. We call them the first half and the second half. That's not quite accurate, but we know what we mean. The first half pretty much is from Pesach through to Lag BaOmer, generally. That's the first half. Of course, it's more than a half, it's about 2/3, but we call it the first half. The second half is either from the second of Iyar, the day after Rosh Chodesh, through to Shavuos, all the way, or it's from Rosh Chodesh Iyar itself through to the 3rd of Sivan, i.e. not including the Shlosheh Yemei Hagbolah, the 3 days leading up to Shavuos. It depends where you start the second half, as it were, from. Is it from Rosh Chodesh itself, or is it from the 2nd of Iyar, which is the day after the 2nd day of Rosh Chodesh? And then, that's the first half and the second half. And then you have the entire sphere, which is based on the Arizal. It's Minhag Chabad, and other people do that as well. So 3 traditions, as it were, what we keep. The first half, which is Pesach to Lag BaOmer, the second half, which is either 2nd of Iyar to Shavuos, or Rosh Chodesh Iyar through to the 3rd of Sivan, just before, 3 days before Shavuos, or the entire sphere. Now, there is a difference within all of that, and within, let's say, the first half, i.e. Pesach through to Lag BaOmer, there is a different Masorah in the Ashkenazi world and the Sephardi world. And that is really a reflection of what the Ramah and the Mechaber say in Shulchan Aruch. So let's take a look first of all at the Mechaber, the author of the Shulchan Aruch, and this is really the position that Sephardim would follow. So says the Shulchan Aruch in Hilchas Pesach, which is the very end of Hilchas Pesach, Siman Tov Tzadi Gimel Sif Beis. Noyagim sheloi listaper ad lag la'omer. The minhag is not to shave, take a haircut until Lag LaOmer, she'omrim she'oz posku milomas, because that's when they stopped dying. Ve'ein listaper ad yom lad, and you can't actually take a haircut or shave until the 34th day of the Yom Baboiker. Ele imkein chol lam gimel erev Shabbos, unless the Lag BaOmer itself is on a Friday, which is it's not this year, of course. She'oz mistaper mipnei kavod Shabbos. Now, therefore, the Mechaber is saying we go up to Lad BaOmer. What's that about? So he explains the Mishnah Berurah in Sifkat Vov ad Lag LaOmer, that Noagim sheloi listaper ad Lag LaOmer, says the Mishnah Berurah ad va'ad bichlal. It's 33 full days. V'hainu ad Lag Yomim Shleimim kol echod lailoi v'yomei, a 24-hour day. Masha'en kein yom lamadalad, but on the 34th day, lo hichmiru boi, they were not stringent to keep that. Ki im belayla belvad, only the night of the 34th day of the Omer, avul mishayer hayom, but when it gets light in the morning, la'acha hanetzachama, muta, the mixes hayom kukulei, because that's already part of the day, is like a full day, which is a generally accepted practice in our Velos. So Rachman is not a person who's sitting Shiva, we know he doesn't actually sit 7 full days. On the 7th day, mixas hayom kukulei, a part of the day is like a full day, and therefore they sit for a little bit, a few moments on the 7th morning, and then they get up. Well, so too explains the Mishnah Berurah, when the Mechaber says they died over a period of 33 full days, and it spilled into the 34th day, therefore they keep until Lad Ba'omer, and Sha'om Sha'oz Pasku. Now what does that mean? They stop dying on the 33rd day, however, explains the Mishnah Berurah, after Gam B'yom Lamadalad Mesu, even though they did still die on the 34th day, Mishum Zeh Chmiru Gam Kolel Lidalad, and to sort of commemorate that, we keep the 34th night, says the Mechaber, Ad Hanetz Efshe De'ika Hafsokahay B'yom Lamad Gimel, over Yom Lamadalad Remesu Rak Ma'at. So quoting the Pri Megadim, the Mishnah Berurah says that the Sephardi tradition is that they died over a period of 33 days. They sort of slowed down, the dying sort of slowed down on the 34th day, only a few died on the 34th day, and therefore we sort of mark that by keeping 33 full days, and then the night of the 34th, and therefore, Sephardim this year, Lag Ba'omer is on Sunday, Lad Ba'omer is on Monday, and therefore the Sephardim will not be able to take a haircut or shave until Monday morning. Good. The Adkan, the Mechaber, and Sephardim. Now, Ashkenazim, the Ramah, Hagot, that's the Ramah talking now in box D. But Medinas Elu, i.e. in Medinas Ashkenaz, the Ramah is writing in Krakow, this is Eastern Europe, Ein Nagint Kidvar. We don't follow the above opinion of the Mechaber. Ela mistaprin b'yom lag. We actually take haircuts from the 33rd day. Umarbim bo k'tzas simcha. We increase our simcha a little bit. There's whatever there are, the trips, the activities. Ve'ein omen bo tachanan, and we don't say tachanan. Ve'ein lehistape ad lag ba'atzma v'lo me'be'erev. And quoting the Maharil, we only actually begin taking haircuts from the morning of Lag BaOmer and not the night of. In the previous years, we've discussed the different opinions about the night of Lag BaOmer. Can you have weddings on the night of Lag BaOmer? Is it from Netzachama? Is it from Alos HaShacha? That we discussed in the previous year. Now, the Mishnah Berurah explains the position of the Ramah in Sif Kotzen Ches, B'yom Lamed Gimel, the Svir Lei, the B'yom Lag Posku Legamri Milomas. His tradition is that they actually stop dying completely on the 33rd day. So as opposed to the Mechaber who says they stop dying on the 34th day, the Ramah says they stop dying on the 33rd day. Ad Lag Ba'atzmai, Tahainu again la'achar tonet tzachama, after nates, after dawn. V'hatam l'ditu gam kein mishum mixas hayom kukulei. The same as above, mixas hayom kukulei. V'lo me'be'erev. Okay. V'yesh me'achronim, says the Mishnah Berurah in Yud Aleph, yesh me'achronim shemikidim nistaf me'be'erev, that they actually do allow shaving in the evening of Lag BaOmer. V'siyim el yirabah d'mikom okum nisuin le'roisi me'kilin ki'im b'yom lamed gimel BaOmer ba'atzmai v'lo b'layla. When it comes to weddings, says that El Yirabah, we do it on the day of Lag BaOmer, not the night before. Like I said, in previous years we discussed Rav Moshe has a tshuva on that, but not for now. Okay, kashechol Lag BaOmer be'erev Shabbos. Now this is what's relevant for this year. When Lag BaOmer falls, sorry, this is not the point I was trying to make. Okay, kashechol Lag BaOmer be'erev Shabbos v'hu loy shas hatchak lasus b'yom efshe yesh lahakar lasus b'layla shelafonov. That's talking about weddings. Okay, fine. But what's clear is that the Ramah says that when Lag BaOmer falls on a Sunday, he adds mishum kavod haShabbos, it would be okay to shave and to take haircuts on Friday lekavod Shabbos, because it would look a bit funny that everyone's rushing to the barber on Sunday morning, and straight after Shabbos you're going to clean yourself up. People look around shul at the moment, in the men's section at least. Men look very disheveled, and they could do with a good haircut and a beard trim and everything else. So therefore, mishum kavod Shabbos, it seems a little bit off that Sunday morning we're doing it straight and we're not doing it now. So therefore, there will be a very interesting difference in shul this coming Friday night. Ashkenazim will look sort of well groomed, shaved and clean, and Sephardim not, because they've got to wait till Monday morning. That's good. That's the background to this. Now, what's interesting is that what about if you have a fellow who he had a very busy Friday, or he forgot? He comes to shul, shokara, he's still scratching and feeling very uncomfortable, and he sees all around him everyone's clean shaven because he forgot to learn this Ramah that when Lag BaOmer falls on a Sunday, you're allowed to shave on a Friday Lekavod Shabbos. Is he allowed to shave on Motzei Shabbos? So that I saw in the Dirshu notes, he quotes Reb Shlomo Zalman. If you take a look on the next page, Kosav B'Shalat Shuvas Er L'Tzion. This is one of the Dirshu, one of the editions of the Mishnah Berurah, a popular edition nowadays, that the Shalas and Shuvas of the Er L'Tzion writes, K'shechol Lag BaOmer b'Yom Rishon, Shemuvur b'Ramah Shenagim Nistape b'Yom Shishi Lekavod Shabbos, like we just mentioned, that the Ramah says that when your Lag BaOmer falls on a Sunday, you can shave that year on the Friday. Das Hagon Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, Shelehuta Lehistape Ela b'Yom Shishi Lekavod Shabbos. The only heta is Lekavod Shabbos, is on Friday. But on Motzei Shabbos is not Lekavod Shabbos. And unless you hold that the whole of Lag BaOmer anyway is the night before, which is not the contemporary mainstream view, and therefore you've missed it and he's got to wait till Sunday morning. Now also another important point, just because you can take a haircut or shave on Friday, Lekavod Shabbos, that does not mean that there can be weddings on Friday morning, nor does it mean you can listen to music on Friday morning. That you have to wait till Sunday morning, till Netzach Hama. That is the traditional standard. Okay, so there we have it. This year, because Lag BaOmer is on a Sunday, Ashkenazim following the Ramah will be able to shave Lekavod Shabbos on Friday, and Sfaradim will follow the Ramah, will follow the Machaba, and they'll have to wait till the morning of Lag BaOmer, which this year is on a Monday, and the heta is to shave and to haircut Lekavod Shabbos, but the other restrictions do not sort of fall aside, and that you have to wait till Lag BaOmer as normal. And if you forget to shave on a Friday for the Ashkenazim, then they'll have to wait till Sunday, and Motzei Shabbos is not Lekavod Shabbos, and you will be able to do it then.